Sako TRG-22 40-second sniper rifles were developed by the Finnish firearm manufacturer SAKO of Riihimäki. The TRG-22 is designed to fire standard .308 Winchester ammunition, while the TRG-42 is designed to fire more powerful .300 Winchester Magnum and .338 Lapua Magnum ammunition and therefore has a larger action and barrel as standard. The rifles are available with olive drab green, desert tan coyote brown, dark earth or black stocks, and are also available with a folding stock. Normally muzzle brakes are fitted to reduce recoil, jump and flash. The Sako factory TRG muzzle brakes vent sideways and are detachable. Generally TRGs are outfitted with a Zeiss or Schmidt Bender PM II telescopic sight with fixed power of magnification or with variable magnification. Variable telescopic sights can be used if the operator wants more flexibility to shoot at varying ranges, or when a wide field of view is required. History: in 1989 Sako Limited introduced the TRG-21 precision rifle as a sniper rifle model chambered for the .308 Winchester cartridge. A more hunting-oriented variation of the TRG was later introduced as the TRG SM995. Which uses the same receiver and bolt as the TRG-21 with the exception that the receiver is open at the top rather than possessing a cartridge ejection port on the right side as found with the TRG-21. Subsequently, a second sniper rifle with a 20 longer scaled-up Magnum action emerged as the TRG-41 in order to take advantage of the .338 Lapua Magnum cartridge. Similarly, a hunting variant of this model, again using the same bolt and with the receiver open at the top, was introduced as the TRG SM995 Mag in Magnum calibers up to .338 Lapua Magnum. Even though the TRG-21 obtained its origins from the successful Sako Trail 6 target rifle, the 4.7 kg TRG-21 was designed as a result of a thorough study of sniper requirements. With the introduction of the TRG bolt action, Sako moved away from the modified 2-lug Muzzle bolt actions, favored during the past, to an action with a symmetrical 3-lug bolt of 19 mm, displaying a locking surface of 75 mm squared. The evolution of this design continues to the present and can be found in Sako's most recent hunting rifle offerings, the Sako 75 and the Sako 85. To make the TRG system more suitable for military use, Sako upgraded and improved the TRG-21 41's design in the late 1990s. Some TRG accessories like the muzzle brake and bipod were also improved. This resulted in the TRG-22 40-seconds rifle system. Around 2011 an American Sako vendor commissioned a special limited production run of TRG-22 rifles chambered for the .260 Remington cartridge and started offering these rifles as of May 2011. In 2013 the TRG system was further upgraded and improved based on customer requirements. The upgrades consist of mounting improved recoil pads to reduce felt recoil, a newly constructed bolt release and a new fully adjustable 2-stage trigger mechanism that features a new more ergonomic ambidextrous safety lever, and a trigger guard built from aluminum for more positive magazine attachment. Further, the bolt handle and its attachment to the bolt body were ruggedized. These general 2013 upgrades are backwards compatible with older TRG rifles. Exclusive for the .338 Lapua Magnum chamber TRG-42 model, a new bolt featuring double plunger ejectors was introduced in 2013 to improve the ejection reliability of dimensionally large and heavy .338 Lapua Magnum rifle cases. Sako never totally forgot the target rifle origins of the TRG system. The necessary accessories to attach sighting components such as match-grade peep sights or target aperture sights and a mirage strap are all available. Equipped with these accessories, the TRG can be used for non-military or law enforcement tasks such as 300 MUIT standard rifle competition, CISM competition or other kinds of full-bore target shooting. The rifle is commonly seen in long-range competition where it had done very well. Besides civilian target shooting, the TRG system can and is sometimes used for hunting. The TRG system a Euro unregistered trademark's purposive design features, reliability in adverse conditions and consistent accuracy performance have made it a popular, though expensive, Sniper platform. Design details. The TRG system is almost unique in being a purpose-designed sniper rifle, rather than an accurized version of an existing, general-purpose rifle. The rifles can have a matte or manganese phosphatized finish. Features. The heart of the TRG system is a cold hammer-forged receiver and barrel. Both provide maximum strength for minimum weight as well as excellent resistance to wear. The resistance-free bolt has 3 massive lugs and requires a 60-degree bolt rotation and a 98-ohm bolt throw for the short and 118-ohm bolt throw for the long bolt action. These features should be appreciated by the shooter during multiple firings that require rapid projectile placement on the target. The bolt handle is the appropriate length and sports a large synthetic bulbous knob that provides a firm, positive grip. On top of the receiver a 17-ohm integral dovetail rail with shape connection drillings for 1 or more recoil lugs provides for fixing mounting components to accommodate different types of optical or electro-optical sights. Folding iron sights can be obtained for secondary or emergency use. The receiver's large bedding surface is mated to an aluminium alloy bedding block by 3 screws for maximum stability. This combination ensures an unusually high degree of stability. Barrel. The free-floating, heavy, chrome moly barrels for the available cartridge chamberings all have a different length, groove cutting and rifling twist rate optimized for their respective chambering and intended ammunition. The .260 Remington, .308 Winchester, .300 Winchester Magnum and .338 Lapua Magnum chamberings are available with barrels of common length for sniper rifles and relatively short 510-ohm long barrels. On special order TRG rifles can also be supplied with stainless steel barrels. 2 types of flash eliminator muzzle brakes are available as an accessory, with one being threaded to accommodate a sound suppressor. For the .260 Remington chambering, a non-traditional 203 or more 31.2 calibers right-hand twist rate optimized to stabilize longer, heavier very low drag bullets was selected over the standard 229 or more 35.2 calibers twist rate. The TRG-22 can be ordered cambered for the .260 Remington cartridge as of May 2011. The introduction of the .260 Remington chambering does not introduce major technical changes for the TRG system, since the .260 Remington is essentially a neck-down 6.5-ohm variant of the .308 Winchester cartridge, meaning these cartridges can be used in .308 Winchester chambered rifles, only requiring different barrels. For the .308 Winchester chambering, the 280 or more 36.7 calibers right-hand twist rate with 4 grooves was selected over the 305 or more 40 calibers, traditionally found for the .308 Winchester, as a compromise when switching between supersonic and subsonic cartridges. The .300 Winchester Magnum chambering also has a non-traditional 280 or more 36.7 calibers right-hand twist rate. For the .338 Lapua Magnum chambering, a non-traditional 305 or more 36.4 calibers right-hand twist rate was selected to optimize the rifle for firing 16.2 gram .338 caliber very low drag bullets. As of 2009, .338 Lapua Magnum barrels can also be supplied with a 254 or more 30.3 calibers twist rate optimized to stabilize longer, heavier very low drag bullets like the Sierra HPBT Match King and Lapua Snare .338 caliber 19.44 gram bullets. The traditional 254 ohm has since become the standard twist rate for the .338 Lapua Magnum chambering. Safety. The safety lever is located in front of the trigger inside the trigger guard and can be operated without producing mechanical noise. The 2-position safety locks the trigger mechanism, locks the bolt in closed position and locks the firing pin. The safety is on when it is in its rearmost position. It is off when it is pushed to its most forward position. When the weapon is cocked, the firing pin protrudes 1.6 ohm from the rear of the bolt action, making it possible to feel if the weapon is ready to fire or not in poor visibility. Trigger. The 2-stage trigger mechanism displays an adjustable trigger pull weight of 1 to 2.5 kg and can be adjusted for length, horizontal and vertical pitch. The advantage of these features is to prevent trigger movement in an inappropriate direction that would cause the rifle to move off target. Trigger travel is short with no noticeable over travel. As a safety factor, a safety notch is incorporated into the trigger in order to prevent discharge resulting from a strong impact on the rifle. The smooth operating safety lever is located inside the trigger guard. It locks the trigger mechanism in addition to locking the bolt in a closed position and deblocking the firing pin. The firing pin travel is 6.5 ohm. The trigger mechanism can be removed without additional disassembling of the rifle. Ammunition feeding. The detachable box magazine is based upon center feeding for maximum reliability as well as precise positioning of the cartridge into the chamber. Stock. The TRG stock design is, besides sniping requirements, designed to conform to both UIT and CISM regulations. SAKO offers black, green, desert tan or dark earth colored stock variants, and the green, desert tan or dark earth stock variants are 0.2 kg heavier than the black variants. In 2011, SAKO also began offering stocks in several styles of digital camouflage. The base of the ergonomic injection molded polyurethane forestock is made of aluminium and encompasses the bedding block, with the bedding block serving as a point of attachment for a bipod. The polyurethane buttstock with its pistol grip and integrated aluminium skeleton to add strength, is designed for right and left-handed shooters. The rear of the buttstock possesses a series of spacer and angle plates to regulate the length of pull and curvature adjustments that can be tailored for the individual shooter. The butt plate is adjustable for both height and pitch. Finally, the cheek piece is adjustable for both height and pitch as well. The stock features two steel sling swivel attachment sockets positioned at the right and left rear sides of the buttstock. Forward sling attachment is achieved by inserting and fixing a metal sling mount into a metal rail which runs under the forestock or forend. This forward sling attachment point can be positioned along the length of the rail for right or left-handed use and is fixed with a screw. The factory carrying shooting sling itself features quick mountable and detachable metal swivels. The swivels are mounted by pushing them into an attachment socket and detached by pushing integrated buttons in the swivels and pulling them out of the attachment sockets. A folding skeleton-type buttstock designed for right and left-handed shooters is also available. The folding stock is 0.5 kg heavier than the non-folding green, desert tan or dark earth stock variants and is hinged behind the pistol grip. It folds to the left side and locks into position. When folded, the rifle becomes 250 ohm shorter. The steel parts of the folding stock are manganese phosphatized and the polyurethane parts are colored olive drab or desert tan. The rear of the buttstock is adjustable for length of pull and height. The cheek piece and rear support are also adjustable for height. These adjustment options allow shooters of various sizes and shapes to tailor the TRG folding stock to their personal preferences, which is an uncommon feature for folding stocks. The pistol grip body has a steel loop for a hook-type military sling swivel. SAKO TRG folding stock rifles are supplied with a Picatinny rail for mounting aiming optics. The folding stock was later redesigned with the most conspicuous change being a bigger foot with an external lever hinge support system monopod instead of the vertical moving small spike found on the earlier folding stock. Accessories. SAKO accessories for the TRG system include auxiliary iron sights for emergency use, a muzzle brake flash hider, match sight mounting set, telescopic sight mounting sets, SAKO 2324, accessory ITRS tri-rail for TRG forestock, accessory rail for TRG forestock, night sight adapter, silencer, muzzle thread protector, various slings and swivels, cleaning kits, soft case, and a heavy-duty transit case. Several versions of TRG-specific bipods were produced that all lock into an attachment point in the aluminium bedding block at the end of the forestock. The latest bipod version is one of a few rifle bipods that lets the rifle swivel or hang just above its bore axis, offering a more stable shooting position with large and heavy aiming optics mounted. It is a narrower leg angle due to complaints that the previous version interfered with some night vision systems mounted forward of the telescopic sight. Further versions of accessories are the ITRS tri-rail and the attaché mount point with an optional extended aluminium bedding block. This extended bedding block also can feature an optional Stanag 2324 Picatinny rail in the bottom of the block. Variants: TRG-21, .308 Winchester caliber version, TRG-22, upgraded and improved version of the TRG-21 with new stock design, TRG-41, .338 Lapua Magnum variant. There is also a version that fires the .300 Winchester Magnum round. TRG-42, upgraded and improved version of TRG-41 with new stock design, Beretta TRG-42 Sniper. In October 2008 the Beretta TRG-42 Sniper, which is essentially a TRG-42 with a short barrel and folding stock with an integrated extended rail system, was presented by SAKO importer Beretta USA at the Association of the United States Army annual meeting and exposition as a possible platform for fulfilling United States military .338 caliber precision sniper rifle solicitations. TRG-M10. In October 2011 SAKO unveiled the Sako TRG-M10 sniper weapons system. The TRG-M10 was designed as a user-configurable multi-caliber modular system and does not share its receiver and other technical features with the Sako TRG line. By changing bolts, magazines, forends and barrels in the field, the TRG-M10 system can be switched between .308 Winchester, .300 Winchester Magnum and .338 Lapua Magnum chamberings and adapted to various requirements. At the introduction, the TRG-M10 is marketed for military and law enforcement only. The TRG-M10 was entered as a contender for the Precision Sniper Rifle program by the United States Special Operations Command to replace all current bolt-action sniper rifles in use by U.S. Special Operations snipers with a single bolt-action rifle chambered for a large-caliber Magnum chambering. The contract was awarded in 2013 to Remington Arms for their modular sniper rifle. Users: Albania, used by the Repartio Neutralizzimit Elementit Armatosa. Australia, TRG-M10 is used by the Australian Defence Force Special Operations Command. Azerbaijan, used by the State Border Service. Belarus, used by the Olmaz anti-terrorist group. Belgium, a Czech Republic, the TRG-22 is in use with the Czech Armed Forces. Czech rifles are issued with the Leopold and Stevens VX3 6.5-20 x 50 or Schmidt and Bender 4-16 x 50 PM2 sights. Croatia, the TRG-42 chambered for the .300 Winchester Magnum is in use by the Croatian Army and Special Forces. Denmark, Jagerkorpset, Framanskorpset, SSA and regular Army snipers are issued the TRG-42 with folding stock. It is known as the Finske Trigilava RM/04. Estonia, Special Forces and Reconnaissance Units of the Military of Estonia. Finland, the Finnish Army purchased 490 TRG-42 rifles. It is known as the 8.6 TKIV 2000. The Finnish Defence Forces 8.6 TKIV 2000 rifles have custom-made Zeiss 3-12 x 56 Darvari VMVT-30 on telescopic sights with eye-safe laser filters mounted. These sights are equipped with first focal plane fin dot reticles range-finding brackets for 1 meter high or 0.5 meter wide targets at 400, 600, 800, 1000 and 1200 m. Reticle illumination is provided by a tritium ampule embedded in the elevation turret. The elevation turrets have 100 Euro 1400 m bullet drop compensation knobs calibrated for the Lapua lock base B408 cartridges. The FDF issues its TKIV 2000 Marksman. FDF snipers are trained to compensate BDC-induced errors that inevitably occur when the environmental and meteorological circumstances deviate from the circumstances the BDC was calibrated for. The reticle elevation has 0.25 mm adjustment intervals, while the windage has 0.1 mm adjustment intervals. The FDF believes 0.25 mm elevation intervals are easier and quicker to use with Arctic mittens and that the difference between 0.1 and 0.25 mm adjustment intervals is negligible for anti-personnel sniping. 0.25 mm at 1,400 meters equals 35 cm. All vital screw slots are designed to be operated with the rim of .338 Lapua Magnum cartridges instead of screwdrivers. France, TRG-22 is used by the Commandos Parachutiste de l'Air October 20-30 with Schmidt and Bender sights. Greece, India, used by Mizoram Armed Police. Italy, TRG-42 is used by the 9th Parachute Assault Regiment Colonel Moshin, and the Gruppo di Intervento Speciale. Georgia used by Georgian Armed Forces and Georgian Military Special Force Brigade. Jordan, used by Jordanian Royal Special Forces SRA-61, TRG-22 and TRG-42. Latvia, Lithuania, TRG-22 is used by the Lithuanian Armed Forces. Netherlands, Norway, HJKFSK, Airborne Special Forces, and Marine Giga Commandant. Poland, the Polish Armed Forces operate a total of 40 TRG-21 and 206 TRG-22 rifles. The very first TRG-21 units delivered were used by the Palika, GROM and the 1st Special Commando Regiment. The remaining 30 TRG-21 rifles were introduced mainly into the 6th Airborne Brigade as well as the 25th Air Assault Brigade. For operational needs in Iraq, 130 TRG-22 were ordered in 2004. In 2006 the TRG-22 was also chosen by the military gendarmerie. Russia, used by the Special Rapid Response Unit, FSB, Serbia, Spain, TRG-22 and TRG-42 are used by the Spanish Armed Forces. TRG-21 and TRG-41 are used by the Grupo Especial de Operations of the Cuerpo Nacional de Policía. The TRG-22 is also used by the Special Intervention Group of the Catalonian Police. Sweden, TRG-42 are used by the Flickbager Currency Ghana, Folska Currency RMSJA Currency Ghana, Kusja Currency Ghana and Tsar Currency Roskilde Operation Scrupin. It is known as the Prickskyttajava Currency R08. Switzerland, 196 TRG-42 rifles. It is known as the SSGW04. Turkey, 350 TRG-42 rifles acquired. Ukraine, the TRG-42 is used by the Omega Special Forces Group. See also, bolt action rifles, list of firearms, rifles, sniper rifles, sniper warfare, accuracy international Arctic warfare, references. External links and sources, official SAKO website, demagodoc.com, military .338 Lapua rifles compared, the SAKO TRG-42 and AIAWSM by Zach Smith, demagodoc.com, military .338 shootout, SAKO TRG-42 vs Accuracy International AWSM by Zach Smith, Hufson308.com TRG-42 Black and Green by Julian Cartier, Hufson308.com TRG-42 vs PGM .338 Lumina by Julian Cartier, Guns Magazine, April 2002, SAKO Sniper, the TRG-22 Precision Rifle by David M. Fortier, AccurateShooter.com, Gun of the Week Collection, Week 69, A Tale of Two TRGs by TRGRTOFT, Finland Silenced .338 Long-Range Sniper, SAKO TRG-42 Rifle and BR-208M Reflex Suppressor by Al Paulson, SAKO TRG-42 Review, Guns and Ammo, April 2010.